Channeling feminine energy is all about emotional depth, receptivity, creativity, and innovation. It's not limited to any gender. We all have feminine and masculine energies that we need to channelize and balance in order to thrive at work and life. And in this video, we are going to talk about how you can channelize and practice your feminine energy so that you can be your best version at both work and life. But first, let's understand this basic concept of feminine and masculine energy. It is very much similar to the concepts of the universe, such as day and night, morning and evening, true or false, good or bad, and similarly, masculine and feminine. We all have our masculine and our feminine side, whereas feminine energy means being and masculine energy means doing. In order to achieve greater harmony at both work and life, we should channelize and balance both of these. In this video, we are going to understand how you can channelize your feminine energy in the first part. In the second part, we will see how you can practice certain habits that will help you balance out your feminine energy and masculine energy, and lastly, a weekly ritual that you can do to keep your feminine energy at your highest levels. So let's start with the part number 1 of this particular video, that is channelizing your feminine energy. Before even channelizing it, let's understand what exactly does feminine energy mean. It's about intuition over logic, wherein you listen to your gut feeling more than your logic, or when anything is seeming. You do not focus on something that you derive from external information, but you listen to your gut, you listen to your intuition, what it tells you, and take that as a compass and take life decisions and navigate yourself through work and life. Many of us trap this feminine energy by not listening or channelizing our intuition. This is the number one way how we trap feminine energy inside us. And intuition is like a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger it develops and the louder its voice is, and it's easier for you to listen to it. We will be talking about habits that you can practice to make your intuition more stronger. But now let's move on to the second characteristics of what feminine energy is, that is flow. A lot of times we try to control circumstances around us in our environment according to us. But that's not how it should be. We should flow with the circumstances and with whatever that is coming into our way. That's the actual and the best way of being, by not being able to control those things that are not in our control, and majorly focusing on things that are in our control and letting the rest be in a flow state or just letting it go. The next is about receptiveness. It's about allowing emotions, people in our life without resistance. Oftentimes, we pressurize ourselves to not feel a certain way. It's okay to feel sad. We can take a moment or two to feel sad, and then slowly and gradually we can bounce back into our happiness stage. That's actually receptiveness. That's actually listening to your emotions, acknowledging it yourself, and just getting into our normal self, that is the flow state. A lot of times we seek for validation of our emotions outside. And whenever we do not get them, we feel dejected, we feel betrayed by someone who is not acknowledging our emotions. You are your best friend. So make sure that you are self-validating each and every emotion that you feel yourself. Next is letting your creativity flow. It could be in any manner. It could be through creative writing, painting, drawing. It could be to creating videos. Creativity could also flow through music. It could also flow through stimulating yourself cognitively by problem solving or by puzzle solving. In many manners, creativity can flow. It's your time to identify how you can channelize your creative expression in your life. The next is nurturing. Nurturing for yourself and for your loved ones. Oftentimes we care about our loved ones, but we forget to care about ourselves. We should indulge in self-care activities and give ourselves that time and love that we deserve. And the last is calming our senses. We all have 5 senses. And when we stimulate our senses, that is when we feel most amount of satisfaction. So feminine energy is all about intuitiveness. It's about calming our senses. It's about being in flow, being receptive, nurturing, caring, and creative. Now, all of these characteristics can be both in men and women at the same time. And it does not identify to any kind of gender. Feminine energy does not identify to just women. If you are creative, if you are nurturing, if you are caring, if you are intuitive, if you live in flow, that is when you are channelizing your feminine energy. Now that we have understood what exactly is feminine energy, now it's time to understand how you can balance both masculine and feminine energy. Like I mentioned in the previous part of the video, feminine energy is all about being and masculine energy is all about doing. If you're feeling too structured, logical, or rigid, it's now time to channelize your feminine energy and identify ways in which your feminine energy could be trapped. If you feel more of disorganized or passive, which means that you are trapping your masculine energy, and it's now time to do some activities or perform some habits that will channelize your masculine energy. Remember, you cannot just thrive with just channelizing one energy in your life. You have to have a balance of both feminine and masculine energy to thrive at work and life and be at a state of harmony. Now let's talk about how you can practice to channelize your feminine energy. The number one is how to embrace intuition and get your intuition stronger. That is by meditating or chanting. This is the one way that will help you pause your thoughts and let you listen to your own inner voice. And the more you listen to your own inner voice, the stronger and the louder it will get. And the more you'll be able to relate with yourself and let that voice inside you guide you for taking decisions in your life. And I promise, if you are taking decisions based on your intuition and your gut feeling, that decision will never go wrong in your life. And chances are you'll be very happy by taking the decision and you'll credit yourself that this is the life-changing decision that I have taken. It could be through meditating, it could be through journaling. I've actually created a full video talking about my experience of meditating for straight 365 days. You can watch this particular video to understand how it changed my life. And also journaling. I've talked about the entire guide of journaling in this particular video. Definitely recommend you to watch both of these videos after you finish watching this video. And oftentimes it happens that your gut feeling is saying something and your logic is saying another thing. And let me tell you, let your intuition guide your decision. And I am sure you will come to this particular video and thank me in the comments. The second way you can practice is by getting in the flow state. You can do that by avoiding to excessively plan your day. Let your intuition guide your day rather than excessively planning each and every minute of the day. And by just stressing over if you've not done anything, if you're getting late, practice time management, but don't just excessively overplan your day. Let yourself flow in the day. And I'm sure those kind of days would be the best. The next is to practice surrendering. How you can do that? That is by having an immense faith in whatever that you believe. It could be God, it could be universe. Just surrender yourself to God and have utmost faith, like a childlike faith in God that will help you guide and be in more of flow state. The next is avoid forcing anything on yourself or on people. If it is not happening, casually or naturally, let it go. Don't just force it. If you are forcing it, then you are controlling it. And that is trapping your feminine energy. Feminine energy is all about being in the flow and being in the moment. The next one is to connect with your creative expressions. Like I mentioned, dance, paint, creative writing, listening to poetry or writing poetry, music, composing music, playing an instrument like guitar or piano, or maybe practicing and speaking to video, and maybe creating videos like these is an utmost way of your creative expression. Just take it in that manner and what all that you will be doing, and I 100% believe that you will be acing in that. I'm not telling you that you should be taking it as your profession. Let your passion drive your profession, but also have hobbies out of your passion and not as a profession that will help you channelize your feminine energy and use that feminine energy to fuel your passion for your profession. You can also express creativity with the help of cooking or gardening. These are two underrated hobbies that you can have. These are two underrated hobbies that will help you channelize your creative expression to a greater level. Gardening actually teaches us a lot of life lessons. And having greenery around you will also boost your mood, and nature is the best mood uplifter. Go and get yourself some plants and learn about how you can nurture them and grow them. The fourth one is to calm your senses. This is something that you can do by lighting candles, using scents, or even drinking certain teas like chamomile tea that will uplift your mood and uplift your senses and get you into good mood. I don't know if that has happened to you. If your mood is sad, and whenever you eat your favorite dish, your mood just instantly lifts up. That is because you're engaging your senses into certain things that makes you happy and gets you happiness, and your mood is good. So you can try with different things and see if what works. So the next time your mood is down, you can engage in those things and make yourself happy once again. The fifth one is to embody empathy and receptiveness. It's time to not only be aware about other people's emotion, but also your own emotions. Do not self-sabotage yourself. That's the very bad way of trapping your feminine energy. Talk to yourself as if you're talking to your best friend and give yourself a hype and a pep talk always when you find yourself speaking lowly or in a negative manner. Always talk about yourself in positive manner, because your words, your thoughts manifest into reality. The sixth one is to honor your feminine cycle. Rest and rebooting yourself is as important and productive as doing work. Without rest, you cannot work efficiently. If you don't schedule rest, your work will suffer. So take your rest as important as the work that you take in your life. Not only rest, reflection is also important. You can't just go, do stuff here and there and not reflect on whether or not it is serving you. So keep yourself moments and days wherein you're just reflecting on things. Reflection of the week, reflection of the month, reflection of the quarter, and the reflection of the year. It's very important. The seventh way is practicing feminine energy in relationships. Join groups that stimulate your brain cognitively and gets you uplifted. Energy is contagious. When you meet 10 people who are high on energy, chances are you'll be the 11th person who will be high on energy. And it goes the same way in opposite manner. If you meet 10 people who are low on energy, you will be the 11th person who will be low on energy. So make sure that you are interacting and spending time with those people in group who are uplifted and in positive state of mind. And the last one is to practice affirmations. What generally I do is I have a set of affirmations. I have recorded them in my own voice on my voice note over my phone, and I listen to it every morning or any time that I am feeling low. Let me know if you need a video about affirmations. I will be happy creating them for you. So the next time what you can do is just play that affirmations video and practice your affirmations. So these are some of the ways that you can channelize your feminine energy. Now let's move on to the part 2, wherein I will talk about how you can practice channelizing your feminine energy at various parts of the day. Practicing feminine energy or channelizing your feminine energy is not something that you can do one day and reap the benefits of it throughout. It's a lifestyle that you need to adopt. And in this part of the video, I'm going to be sharing with you all how you can practice and channelize your feminine energy at various parts of the day. So, these are some of the rituals that you can do throughout the day to channelize your feminine energy and practice your feminine energy. The first, it starts with morning, that is starting your day in the flow. Slow, gentle wake up. Instead of rushing, wake up calmly and set an intention for the day. Or mindful moment, try stretching, yoga, or light dance to awaken your body. Affirmations and gratitude, say feminine energy affirmations while cooking, while looking in the mirror. Sensory activation, engage your senses with aromatherapy, herbal tea, or soft fabrics. And lastly, journaling or meditation, write intuitive thoughts or meditate to tune into your emotions. So every morning you start out with some of these activities that will help you to be in your feminine energy state and get your day off to a good start. Don't just wake up to a day, but make sure that you are flowing into the day with having all control over your feelings and your emotions. As the day goes by, you need to refuel the feminine energy habit, and that is through a creative expression. Spend at least 10 to 15 minutes doing something creative, art, music, or writing, or being open to receiving. Allow compliments, help, and abundance without resistance. Practice softness. Instead of controlling everything, practice surrendering to life's flow, or walk in nature. Connect with nature's energy, earth's energy, for grounding and inspiration. Now, these are the activities that you can do while we take break. Oftentimes it happens that whenever we take break for 10 to 15 minutes during our day from our work, we tend to scroll on social media. Make sure and keep that as an habit that you do not touch your phone in these 10 to 15 minutes and do any of the activities that I mentioned to you all, and you will feel more energized. Whereas if you use your phone or watch a video, that is when you will feel distracted and trouble focusing in your work. Try doing any of these activities and it will help you to be in your flow state. Next is evening ritual, unwind and reconnect. Self-care rituals like taking a bath, using nourishing oils, or wear soft and comfortable clothing. Sensual awareness, light candles, play soft music, and enjoy a slow meal or drink with yourself or with your partner. Next is express emotions, journal about your day, dance out feelings, or have heart-centered conversation. Or read or listen to feminine energy content, books, podcasts, or guided meditation that inspire your feminine essence. These are some way that you can practice or channelize your feminine energy in the morning, during the day, and while you unwind and end the day. Apart from that, you can also do weekly habits that will help you channelize your feminine energy. This would take more time and energy and investment. So this is something that you can do at least once a week. So this could be to avoid rigid schedule and let your intuition guide your day. Spend time in the nature, read poetry, or do creative work without pressure. Try ecstatic dance, belly dancing, or any movement that connects with your body. You can also enroll yourself into dance classes if you like dancing, music classes, or any of the activity that make you do stuff and reconnect with your feminine energy. Wear flowy or soft clothing to feel more feminine. Spending time in nature, going for a drive, going for a walk nearby, any dam, or on the outskirts of the city that you live in to experience the fresh air that the nature has to offer. Meditate with soft music, visualize energy, or practice breath work. Or you can also schedule time with close friends for deep, meaningful conversation. Join a women's circle or spiritual group if that resonates with you. Or rest without guilt. Set a day to prioritize doing nothing. Embrace stillness, naps, or slow activities. Just have a day without an agenda and let your mood decide what you would want to do. So these were some of the activities that you can practice on a weekly basis or on a daily basis to channelize your feminine energy. And I'm sure apart from all of the things that I mentioned, and I'm sure apart from all of the habits that I mentioned, there will be more ways that you can do. Just try and experiment what suits you and what channelize your feminine energy and makes you feel happy and energized going back to work, and you do that particular activity. So yeah, this is an entire guide that I wanted to share on how you can channelize and practice your feminine energy to thrive at both work and life and be in the state of harmony. Let me know in the comments if you would want to watch more such video about feminine energy, and I would be super happy to create them for you. That was it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video till the very end, and I will see you in another video very soon. Till then, bye bye.